It was situational tonight, so more backed up, red zone specific. We did a 2-minute period in there, sprinkled some special teams in there, a little bit more transitioning like a game. But I thought the guys, like the first one, they came out, mindset was good. Went through the pregame routine, so we got into that. In the situations, I thought we were pretty good. I don't remember all the stats, but backed up. One of the key points of emphasis is field position there, so the defense holding the offense. We had that a few times. Offense obviously digging their way out of being backed up, turning around in the red zone. Thought the defense did well tonight in the red zone. Obviously their back is against the wall. We still need to improve on the offensive side there. Special teams were all clean. So overall, it was good. I think the one thing, we got a couple weeks. We need to clean up details. We got a lot of details that we have to just get better at. And these aren't new things. These are things we've been working on, but you get into a more competitive situation, anxiety levels a little bit higher. You still got to be able to go out there and operate and execute the plays like we need to. We're just not there yet, so we have more time. We'll look at the film tonight, and then we'll detail it up and get into more prep and honing in on Troy.
Steve kind of said earlier this week that the D-line maybe hadn't progressed as much as he would have hoped, but he said certainly this scrimmage might be a good measuring stick of some progress. How has that group looked, and would you echo what he said? Or
I think I thought tonight they played pretty well, and I would echo what Steve's saying with our entire team right now as far as details go. That's one of the big things that we've talked about is. Yeah, and we're talking details. We're talking about knowing our assignment, knowing how to line up, knowing how to do the things you're supposed to do, and doing it that way every single time. We're not there yet, and that is the expectation. So we still have time. We get a better idea of where these guys are after this scrimmage. Now you can put two together and look at it, and then figure out, okay, where are our guys at? Are we teaching it the right way? Are they learning it? What do we have to get better at to clean up the details? So I think for our entire team, that was the message tonight. We need to be more detailed. We need to, in meetings, carry over, those answers that we're getting correct onto the field. We got to do it in situations like we were in tonight. Not every play is 1st and 10 and just open field. Backed up, red zone, 2-minute situations. You've got to be able to do your assignment in those situations as well. And we're going to take some more time to figure that out.
Are there any true freshmen you've identified that have a good chance of probably playing for you?
We mentioned a few. Some of those wide receivers. I think Octavius Evans has done really well. We're going to get into our roll call on Monday where we start to decide, and really you're not deciding until you go out there and actually play them. But I think Octavius Evans has had a really nice camp. Cartrell Thomas has played well. Riley Wimpy is another one. Drake Beasley is a guy that's played well. Kekala Kaniho has done a nice job out there, and he's really football intelligent. So those are a few guys now that stand out. I would say those guys are on the ready. That still depends on, as we get into these next couple weeks, where do they stand? Are they going to be able to help us, obviously offense and defense, and then are they going to be able to help us on teams? That's one area that we have to get some of these young players, if they're going to play as true freshmen, they've got to be able to help on special teams. So that's a big part of it as well.
And then where you at injury-wise, 2 weeks before the first
game?
Well,
one guy that's out for the season, Evan Tyler, tore his ACL, tore the same ACL that he did before. So, like I talked about before, if we have somebody that's not going to play during the season, Evan's going to be in that situation. And as tough as the situation is for him, he's handled it great. Had the surgery, he's been back, he's focused, he's coaching, he's helping, he's involved, he's been a part of every meeting, and there's a silver lining in the opportunity for him to learn, grow, develop as a student of the game, and then have an entire 12 months to get himself prepared before he comes back. Everybody else, it's fall camp. Guys are dinged up, but we expect all the guys other than him to be playing in the first game. A few bumps and bruises here, a guy here and there that might sit out of practice, but nothing right now that's going to keep anybody from playing.
How do you think compares where you